can't even imagine making stuff from your brain into reality, right? With paint. I'm a big fan.
My name is Mike Maka. I live in Melbourne, Australia, and most of my time I am painting walls. I also do a bit of sculpture and canvas work. And one of the great things about painting in the street is you're interacting with people. You get a lot of mostly positive commentary. So this mural, there's a number of different ideas where, like many projects I do, it's about nature fighting back. It's about human relationship with nature. It's also a nod to my work as a bike messenger many years ago in New York. I worked here for about 5 years, and in that job you're carrying a big bag and you're carrying your whole life in this bag, traveling around the city, traveling around the world. But also the snail as a character, as an animal, it's kind of a slow one, so it's a little bit of a message to New Yorkers that we can all slow down a little bit. I guess conception, I wanted to do a snail, as I was saying. I wanted it to be some type of ecosystem within that snail. I did a little sketch we were looking at before, and just trying to get the perspective right in these buildings. And I guess from once I'm happy with that sketch, it's just kind of back and forth of making texture, making a mess, polishing it, making a mess, polish it, until I kind of feel like it's done. Okay, so the top left, I Kiss New York, that was painted a few blocks away recently. And we've got Chrysler Building, Empire State, and World Trade Center. I actually saw the World Trade Center, the original ones, fall down when I was 21. I was working as a messenger in Manhattan. And this top right, that I painted on the wall last year, and I just kind of left my name and worked that into the concept. Well, I guess the wheel is a homage to the bike messenger world, and these flowers, the pink and yellow ones, they're existing here. I asked the neighbor, can you give me a flower to say thanks to the neighborhood? So she recommended the Asiatic lily and pansies. This project is probably half aerosol, half brushwork, using rollers to start. I try to do a thick coat of that. And for me, I guess, choosing between those two kind of types of paint, it kind of depends on the size you're trying to achieve and the texture. Public art in any form, sculpture or murals, whatever it might be, drawings on the ground, I think it's kind of a sign of like a healthy community. It's where people have the ability to express themselves. There's always going to be tension between graffiti, street art, or between people that want a public sculpture or people that want to build an apartment. I think my role is that it's somewhat hedonistic, that I just want to keep doing this as long as I'm having fun. The hardest thing doing this project was definitely I had a ladder that was not quite tall enough, so I was on the very top of this A-frame ladder to do the top parts. It's dangerous, and when you're in that moment, you're so focused and in the zone. I kind of like that side of it, a little bit of adrenaline, but it's definitely not part of regulations. Painting in public, you're always a magnet for people, and people often feel obliged to give you their opinion, and I think it's really positive in general. And it's one thing with most artists. You're creating work for a gallery and not that many people get to see it. And if you get in a museum, even less people see it. And the negative thing about painting in street art is often it doesn't last long. Either the building goes up in front of it, someone tags it, sometimes it becomes appetizing. So there's a positive and negative thing about creating ephemeral art, because it means that I feel comfortable to experiment more. And there's also some type of beauty in the fact that just knowing it's not going to last. I think for like on a basic level, I just hope that it gives like a little splash of color and a smile on people's faces, but on maybe a little bit more of a message. Whenever I'm living in New York, it's such a fast-paced life, and I don't sleep much. I'm out all night, I'm working hard all day, and I'm just infused with the human energy here. So I think a message for me, as much as for anyone else, is it's okay to slow down once in a while and enjoy yourself.